what do you think the top story is? Good question.
Your briefing. Monday, February 3rd. Top stories. Dow futures drop more than 650 points after Trump hits U.S. trading partners with tariffs. Live updates. 1 hour ago. By Pia Singh. CNN. With tariffs signed, Trump warns of pain to come for Americans. 12 hours ago. By Kevin Liptak and Veronica Strack-Willersi. CNBC. CNBC Daily Open. Trump's tariffs are already affecting markets.
No kidding.
42 minutes ago.
Damn, I just did my
By
tax
Theo
return.
Boomer. The New York Times.
Said God is dead?
Trade war heats up after Trump orders tariffs and
That's all
Canada
the job.
retaliates. 10 hours ago. Full coverage. Elon Musk says he and Trump are shutting down USAID. 1 hour ago. By David Ingram. The Guardian US. Elon Musk says USAID is beyond repair and he is working to shut it down.
Shutting it down.
1 hour ago.
316.
Fox News.
You know the tax documents
Musk's
are all
Doge
right.
takes aim at Viper's Nest federal agency with global footprint.
Damn.
6 hours
Once
ago.
you hit age 59 and a half,
Reuters.com. Musk says shutting down USAID
You
in
understand.
government cost-cutting drive.
how difficult the
1
taxes
hour ago.
are.
By David Shepardson and Chris Sanders. Full coverage.
Alright.
Rubio says Panama must reduce Chinese influence around the canal or face possible U.S. action.
The co-pilot part of
55 minutes
Microsoft
ago.
helps you.
ABC
I only
News
got
4.
through the first page, but
Crews recover more victims as efforts continue after fatal plane-helicopter
the
collision.
whole
9 hours ago.
even co-pilot doesn't
Sanaa Azam.
understand
Local news.
that they're making
Newark.
mistakes.
Christiana.
It keeps reporting on
2025 polar bear plunge attracts a record
That's me,
4,416
polar bear
brave
plunge.
souls. 5 hours ago.
Oh, I can do that in a second. I
Delaware
do it almost every
dot gov.
day.
Troopers arrest man following pursuit in stolen vehicle in Newark. 3 days ago. DelawareBucinaSnow.com. City of Newcastle raises water, electric rates.
Yeah.
6 hours
Oh,
ago.
no, I used to live right over.
Picks for you.
I already know the
Grammys
worst.
viewers spot singers fuming reaction after Beyonce wins Best Country
And that
Album.
is truly a historic place.
5 hours ago.
Newcastle, that's the best part.
By Rihanna Benson.
That's where Penn came in.
Detroit Free Press.
That's why they named it Pennsylvania.
U.S. anthem booed by Canadian fans before Detroit Red Wings Canucks game in Vancouver. 6 hours ago.
I mean, Newcastle.
By Helene
the
St.
city of
James.
Newcastle itself.
The chain restaurant that has just 2 items on the menu. 13 hours ago. By Dennis Lee. For you. Recommended based on your interests.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Saquon Barkley announces engagement to girlfriend Anna Congdon ahead of Super Bowl. 4 hours ago. By Johnny McGonigal.
Music.
Kanye West's wife Bianca Censori wears sheer dress to the 2025 Grammys.
Who cares?
5 hours ago.
Girls do that all the time.
By Misty White Seidel and Misty White. Gmail security warning for 2.5 billion users. AI hacked
2.5
confirmed.
billion.
2 days ago. By Davey Winder. Delaware governor tells BI things may need to change as companies threaten to leave the state.
Nah,
9 hours ago. By Katie Bailvin. NFL rumors. Pete Carroll's Raiders eye Commanders Heisman winning QB after Russell Wilson's rejection. 5 hours ago.
That's why.
Analyst warns XRP holders might witness short-term pain. Updates
They'll
outlook
never
for
leave the
Bitcoin
state
and
of
Solana.
Delaware. It's impossible.
11 hours ago.
It's called the first state for
By
a reason.
Henry Kanapi.
Penn came in and realized.
Your topics.
If you look at the map,
Recommended based on your
that's why the
interests.
Delaware is not that
Customize.
polluted. So I don't think really people
US.
know that.
Trump says Americans may feel pain in trade war with Mexico, Canada, China. 2 hours ago. Top security officials at aid agency put on leave after denying access to Musk team. 2 hours ago.
But
What DeepSeek, Russian sanctions, and guitar amplifiers teach us about global competition.
yeah, I know what that is.
21 hours ago.
But the fact that
by
you
John
have to
Sinclair.
clean your clothes by
Business.
hand if you don't have a dishwasher.
Stock
I mean,
slump. Dollar soars as Trump
doesn't
tariffs
matter.
trigger trade war fears.
If you can't do your
2
own
hours
wash by
ago.
hand, then you're not worth
By
anything.
Kevin Buckland.
I'm doing mine by hand.
Climate
Says
change to wipe
Columbia
away
Jack and
$1.5
acetate
trillion
island.
in U.S.
I
home
bought that
values,
specifically
study says.
40 years ago.
3 hours ago. By Nicole Friedman and Deborah Acosta. Dow Jones. Minus 0.75%.
It's irrelevant. Because if they always follow the seal, they know that.
44,544.66.
Young kids
S&P
understand it.
500. Minus 0.50%. 6,040.53.
Fact is, if you start
NASDAQ.
taking out of your retirement,
Minus
you have
0.28%.
headache after headache after headache because they keep changing the
19,627.44.
forms, and you can't
3
even
days
find
ago.
a CPA to help you.
Disclaimer
you have
more
to
from
study
Google
it.
Finance.
4 hours plus 4
Technology.
hours plus 4 hours
Forget
plus
about the
4
iPhone
hours.
16 Pro.
Forget about the
The
iPhone.
Galaxy
You need to file
S25 Ultra
taxes.
is 3x cheaper at launch. 18 hours ago. Microsoft's free offer deadline. Millions of Windows users suddenly upgrade.
You know how
2
long
days ago.
1040
By
used to
Zach
be?
Doffman.
They simplified it. No, they
Paper
didn't.
launch or not.
Oh, no.
NVIDIA
Because
RTX
once you hit a certain
5090
thing,
and
you can't even go into
5080
tax
sell out
tables anymore.
instantly,
You have to
frustrating
calculate it by
customers.
hand. Itemized
15 hours ago.
deductions, medical
By
expenses,
Sky
charitable
Jacobs.
deductions,
Digital
retirement
currencies.
income, Roth
You
IRA,
need to
regular
enable JavaScript
IRA.
to run this app. 7 hours ago. Bitcoin will be
Triple
worthless
verification
in 10 years.
to get
Finance
into
Nobel
your
Prize winner
retirement
says.
account. And you can't do
11
it
hours
without
ago.
a cell phone. It's
By
impossible.
Christian Enselin. 5 token unlocks to watch for the first week of February. 14
do
hours
not
ago.
buy any digital currency.
Nutrition.
That's a new thing on the floor.
Ken Martin elected
Whoever,
Democratic National
whoever
Committee
came up
chair.
with digital techno
2 days ago.
it says line number
By
this.
Clarissa Jan
Do you
Lynn.
have any digital
Kane
things?
says Democrats should take
It's one
notes
of the
from Virginia
forms.
after poll finds the party struggling
It's
in
one of the
popularity.
lines on
8
your
hours ago.
1040. It says, do you
By
own any
Lauren
digital
Irvin.
currencies?
CBS agrees to hand over 60 Minutes Harris interview transcripts to FCC. 2 days ago. Football. Bleacher Report. NFL News. Chip Kelly reportedly hired as Raiders OC after
Chip
Ohio
Kelly.
State's CFP title.
Oh, for sure.
8 hours ago. By Andrew Peters.
You don't understand.
2025 Senior Bowl
We know who
takeaways.
Chip Kelly is.
12 hours ago.
But
Report. Seahawks assistant leaves for New York Jets.
You can't
11
tell
hours ago.
what's really happening on
Mookie
TV,
Alexander.
especially watching news,
Fact check.
especially Chip
From
Kelly.
independent sources.
Watching TV one day, huge
KNS5.com.
46-inch TV on
Viral
the
image
floor
claiming
in
to
this
show
house.
wreckage of DC plane crash is fake.
All of a sudden, I see 16
Claim.
state
Viral image
troopers.
shows first responders at DC plane
Massachusetts.
crash site.
State troopers.
Fact check by
But
KNS5.com.
The instructor
False.
was
The
he was
image
looking
was
at him
made with
saying,
AI.
"We don't like you. We don't like
3
you.
days
We
ago.
don't like you. We don't like you." I'm saying, no
WLTX.com.
way. He's going to actually
Spain
do
isn't
something.
banning
These
tourists,
state
but new
police
travel
officers.
rules could affect your trip.
And you never
Claim.
know what
Spain
happens.
is banning tourists. Fact check by
You don't
WLTX.com.
think I know
False.
state troopers? I don't know them
Spain
by
is not
name,
banning
but I know
tourists.
police officers.
5 days ago. Transgender pilot Joe Ellis was not involved in
Because some of
January
the people
29th
where I
crash.
grew up turned into
Claim.
police
Pilot of Black
officers.
Hawk helicopter that crashed into passenger jet at Reagan National was a transgender woman named Joe Ellis.
Who cares?
Fact check by PolitiFact. Pants on fire.
They don't know
3
what
days ago.
But the fact
By
is,
Laura Ben
when I
Takeo.
went to college, some of them went into the military.
Snopes.com.
And some of them became,
Yes,
police
Musk once
officers.
posted it would take airplane crash to end crazy DEI hiring policy. Claim. Elon Musk posted
Well,
on X
some
in
of them are
January
bad.
2024
One
regarding
who never was
aviation
a
hiring.
police officer
It would
died
take an
anyway.
airplane
Stupid,
crashing
smoking
and killing
cigarettes in my
hundreds of
car at
people
age
for them to
18.
change
It's
this
done.
crazy policy of DEI. Fact check by Snopes.com. Correct attribution. 3 days ago.
yeah,
By
And he
Jordan
was a
Lyons.
great athlete.
Beyond the front page.
He just didn't go
Notable
to college.
stories and conversation
Join the
starters.
Marines or something, big
Could
tattoos.
the UK
or
actually get
smoking
colder with
cigarettes.
global
No.
warming? 3 days ago. By Mark Pointing and Simon King. Wait for Techno-Fascism, the Right-Wing Roots of Silicon Valley. 5 days ago. By Becca Lewis. New research backs up what gamers have thought for years. Cozy video games can be an antidote to stress and anxiety.
It could be a video game.
January
Video
27th.
games are different, but car games are
By D.A. Bankova
because you have
and
to
Daisy
think.
Chung.
You just can't think what you're thinking.
Get more news based on your interests.
Talk and chat. Yeah, but the moral of the story is, if where I grew up, and right near the Delaware River, I knew it well, right near the Philadelphia airport. But if I would have died for sure, if I didn't get out by the time I graduated college, but I knew I had to get out, because if I stayed there, I would have died. Yeah, I would have died from drugs, basically, because I knew the people around me, everybody knew where all the drugs were. Not really where they're coming from, but I knew as a person I was too smart. I knew to just get out, because if I knew I was kept doing the drugs I was doing, it was a prescription, I knew at that point I was going to die early. Just like when I went back, I found out one of the guys who I knew very well, he's still in his basement all the time. He was dumb. He died too early. It was huge, big, great property though, because he had no choice. He didn't have a choice because he lived right next to a feeder which went right into the Delaware River. It's a shame because he was just another John. And I know his last name was Seth. And one of the times, same car, 1985, Monte Carlo, wasn't mine. I'm standing there one day, big party, one of these frat type parties, all boys and girls, Bonner, St. James, kind of like a swim party. All of a sudden, one idiot punched me right in the face. Right. So I got so pissed off, jumped in my car, which wasn't mine. My parents bought it, totaled it. Totaled the car right around the corner, less than 50 yards from my house. I get out, and I'm looking at it. I'm sitting in the car. I'm thinking, oh no. I just ran over a fire plug. Right, and I'm looking. I knew the car was totaled at that point. I'm looking out the window. I'm thinking, oh no, I just ran over a fire plug. Because I was going back to the party to confront the person who punched me in the face, but he's dead. So he punched me in the face and he died. He died in horrible. He died after a bachelor party. He was mouthing off, tried to pinch a stripper, right at Sloppy Joe's, wherever the strip club was at the University of Pennsylvania. We get in Chester Pike. I'm like, dude, man, you can't get into that car. I'm talking to the groom to be, and there was 4 people in the Jeep. 2 people in the back, no seatbelts. 5th person gets in. I'm like, dude, you cannot get into the back of the car without, there's only seats 4. We took a bus into Philadelphia. The guy in the back seat who punched me, dead, hit the wall. Dude next to him, dead, hit the wall. Driver, manslaughter. Of course, the bride didn't know anything about it because of the bachelor party. Groom knew everything about it the next day. We're there, basically all the swim team from St. James, Chester. I'm number 2 at that point. Number 1's dead. I don't know where number 2 is, but he's a swimmer. He won the 500. I was number 2 at that point, sophomore, basically. But it was years later. We were in our, whatever it was, later. So he's dead. He beat me. He beat me. He went on to get a full scholarship at Temple, but his female counterpart, Ingrid Johnson, betrayed his best friend, the diving coach at Temple. And I know about Temple. I was there on a diving board. So you wonder why I'm staying up all night? It's 4 a.m. right now. News starts at 3:30. It's 3:29. You see that whiteboard over there? That's not anything for me. The thing that's behind me is the thing that matters the most. There's all my money. Right in this case. Because there's my money, my wallet, and my keys. not that door to that house right there. No, no, no. This is the key to the front house right here. There's my wallet, which is just 2 wallets. I did this for a reason. I look like a tourist. This specifically ladder, I picked it for a reason. This is specifically cotton. I picked it for a reason. This is my money case. There's cash in there. This is my health care. Blue Cross Blue Shield. It's cherished. Here's all my teeth. And there's my legal documents. Where do you think my legal documents are going to go? Right over here. Right underneath this. There's another flashlight right there. And it's safe. But that could go in a second. See this thing? I bought this for a reason. I rinsed this by hand. I built this house out of nothing. I spent all that money. Feels kind of good at 3:30 when you have to stay up all night. What do you think I ate? Matters. What do you think is in this house that I don't want? I know what I don't want. Dust. You can't. It's impossible. Physically impossible to keep dusting a house of this size. It's impossible. I don't care how you do it. All you have to do is keep inhaling and spitting it out. And you wonder what the air quality is. Look at that whiteboard. I don't know, but it's going up 15 degrees over here today. Don't forget, a dog is a huge responsibility. Why do you think I wear Champion so much? That Champion shirt, big heavyweight one, cotton, all over my bed. What's the most thing that you treasure the most at 3:30? Money. And don't forget, I'm getting into a Lyft drive. You know where the hospital is, right? Yeah, it's right up that road, 6 miles. I walked it before to this place, this very place. So if you are up tonight, anybody who wants to check on me, my name is IMMI. Go back to the 70s, what I just told you about Mulholland, Newcastle, over here, Battery Park. Don't forget, it gets worse as you get older, not easier.